Hello everyone, my name is Jordan, aka the Inner Circle Pupil. I am not an educator. My educator is ICT, aka Michael Huddleston. For free education, check out his YouTube channel, The Inner Circle Trader. It will pop up immediately. ICT, if you see this, thank you for the education. And if you have any problem with my channel, please let me know. I'll happily take it down. With that being said, this channel and video is for entertainment and my own learning purposes only. This is not financial advice. Please trade at your own risk. Now, I wanted to do a little self-talk for myself, a back test of what happened today for February 10th, 2023 on AUD USD. If I delete everything, come to a clean chart on the daily. The price recently ran liquidity here and the market structure shifted here. So I am bearish. Prices within this fair value gap here. So my bias currently is bearish. I'd be looking for sells. So as I go into the 15-minute, my trading rules state, once I get my daily bias, the next draw on liquidity, wait for our time to trade, which is 7 to 10 on AUD USD. So 7 was here, and then 10 is here. And of course, this is set to the New York Times. You don't know how to do that, you just click here, set it to New York, and that's the Times. So New York opened, it opened here. Opened. Oops. And that's the New York open, and the midnight open is here. If we are bearish, we want to be above both of these opens, which we are. To the left of this, here's some liquidity that could be ran here. Liquidity, fair value gaps that could be ran into here. Potentially hold that like it did here or up here. And we can see that price actually from hindsight ran up into this. And that's whenever we would start looking for entries. But the entry, our first stop for entry came after the run of this liquidity, which was right here. We'd be looking for a 1-minute market structure shift. So the shift came in right here, but there was no fair value gap here. Then it shifted here. Here's a fair value gap. And you could tell, obviously, we got fucked. So we'll just consider this minus 1%. Minus 1%. Okay, now after that, we'd see if there was another opportunity for entry. Came all the way up into the other fair value gap. And then shifted here. There's no fair value gaps here in the shift leg. So it continues up. Shifts here. There's no fair value gaps here in this leg either. Continues up. Shifts here. And here's a fair value gap. Boom. For me, I would probably got stopped out because stops would have been above this one candle. We possibly got stopped out by this wick, so let's just consider that a loss. Now, on our second entry, we dial it back 50%, so this would have been only a 0.5% of a loss. Minus 0.50. And then, boom, comes up. Here's a market structure shift and a fair value gap. Right here, we would have entered on this candle. Short here. Stops would have went above the one candle, but the two candle was bigger, so we'd put it about 4.5 pips. And this hit about 1 to 2 R, which is not a bad trade at all, but Let's just say we got stopped out here. If we got stopped out here, we'd be at a minus 0.25%. And then it came back up, shifted structure here. There's one fair value gap, two fair value gaps, three fair value gaps, and then the first one, primary, got respected. This is where we would have been entering in at. Since there's three fair value gaps, we will put our stops above the first fair value gaps one candle, as that is what my rules state. We would target 15-minute liquidity. Which would be way down here. Obviously, we got fucked again. So today was just a really bad day in trading. Minus 0.12. So all in total, we lost about 75 plus 12 equals 87. So about 1.87% total we lost on AUD USD today. Unfortunate, but these things happen sometimes. So this was a back test of AUD USD. Let's go to check and see what Euro USD did. We're bearish on Euro USD, similar situation, but let's just go ahead and remove everything just for sakes here. Liquidity run, market structure shift, fair value gap. Right below it, there's a second fair value gap. So entries are prioritized off of this one, but this one is where you would, stop loss if you were trading this based off the daily, which we do not. So we drop down, we're looking, since this is Forex again, we're looking 7 to 10 to see if there was a potential move we could have caught today. 7 to 10. And we're gonna do our 7 open. And our midnight open is way over here. So obviously we didn't go anywhere near midnight open, but we did go above 7's open, which is great. This is the Judas swing here. And what did it run out? It ran out some liquidity here. Relative equal highs, if you will, right here. It's shot down and made like relative equal highs. Ran that out, that's where we'd be looking for opportunity. You can also say that there was this fair value gap that was being respected as well on the 15-minute. The reason why it's respected is because of the one candle. Price never violated that, so I would say that that VG is respected. So right here, let's see if opportunity came before our time to trade ended, and I would say that it did. See right here, created a swing, market structure shifted, broke the swing here with this candle, and on this candle close, there's a fair value gap there. No other fair value gaps, just right here. Boom, boom. You can see that this candle would have triggered us in once we enter right here. Stops would go above the one candle, which would be right here, about a 4 pip stop. And rush that down, hit a 1 to 3R. Maybe we could target like 1 minute liquidity. If we targeted 1 minute liquidity here, we would have hit a 3.7R and we could have been good. Let's say on AUD USD, was there any 1 minute liquidity that we could have targeted instead of for the 15-minute that we could have actually won on? Let's see. Because we re-entered here, there's liquidity here. Honestly, liquidity here, liquidity here. liquidity here was ran. I mean, yeah, I guess we could say that we could have targeted liquidity here. Okay, that's good to note, Jordan. Whenever you go back through this video, make sure that you notate that. Just target the 1 minute liquidity. Don't target the 15-minute liquidity. Whatever time frame you take your entry off of, target that time frame's liquidity. Okay. So yeah, if we look at Euro USD, we would have hit a 1.37R, and then we would have got fucked. But I mean, if we would have taken partials, we would have made about 1.3%. But hey, it's a good setup in my opinion. Let's see what Nas did today. Haven't looked at it at all. If we delete everything, you could see here that I had this yeah, ran liquidity there, created a failed high, and now it's going down. So now my bias would be bearish going into Monday, because today is Friday. My bias would be bearish going into Monday. Today, since today for this candle, this fair value gap wouldn't have been here. So let's just say that it's not here yet. We gotta wait for this candle to close to create the fair value gap, but this market structure shifted. So since this market structure shifted, I'd be going in looking for a bear. So I'm gonna drop to the 15-minute, 8:30 to 12. Let's see if there was any sell opportunities. 8:30 to 12. Again, I don't trade the afternoon session. Oops. Now let's go ahead and mark off our open. So that was good. And the midnight open over here. So we went above it here as well. So this is good. This is good. Very good. Okay. Now I noticed that it created like some liquidity here that it ran out by itself. Ran out liquidity. This candle went down. Ran out this liquidity too. Just consider it liquidity. You can. I would anyways. I don't know. Honestly, never mind. I wouldn't. I think I should just consider the main swings like this. This is liquidity. But it did run into this fair value gap. Is there another fair value gap that it respected and ran into? This one right here. It respected the one candle here. So yeah, this is my point of interest. Okay. So this is to me like an optimal trade entry type of setup. So like if we like ran our fib from like here down to like here, it'd go into 0.75, which is like considered like an optimal trade entry. But now we drop to the 1 minute and we're gonna look for a sell off of that fair value gap. So like let's say price ran up into it. Okay, market structure shifted here. There was no displacement or fair value gap. Went up, created a swing. Kept going up, created a swing. Here's displacement, but it didn't create a fair value gap. Kept playing around, went back up, ran out these relative equal highs. And then market structure shifted here on this candle, created fair value gap here. That never came back and got touched. Kept going down. No, well, there was no entry on this one. Unfortunate. So because you can see that this is a fair value gap, but of course we're looking for the fair value gap that shifted the structure. See, market structure shifted here. There's no fair value gaps. And these are the swings. They got ran out. Here's a market structure shift again, and here's the fair value gap. But nothing came in to touch it. So no fair value gap, no entry. There was nothing to trade on NAS 100 today. Bummer, but it is totally fine. It happens. Crazy move though. I mean, you can say that once price started like retracing here, and then market structure shifted right here, created a gap right here, but then again, nothing tapped into it. You could say right here, you could have got into an entry after price ran out this liquidity, it retraced back into the range and it respected this fair value gap here. So if you would have sold right here, stops would be above the one candle. It'd be about a 90 pip stop. And we are in close proximity of the 830 open, which is this line right here. So it's still an okay entry. And we'd target like this liquidity here. This liquidity like right here, or this liquidity down here. That's another way we could have possibly got in. But yeah, no entry up here, no entry on NAS, except for down here, and that would be like, in my opinion, that's kind of stepping out of our trading, how we would trade. But yeah, that's what happened today on February 10th, Jordan. Let's go upload this.